So inside this masjid, we will meet here every Saturday to discuss this fine and wonderful book, when a Kitab al-Tawheed. Alhamdulillah, last week we accomplished a very critical chapter where we learned so many things inside it. When Babu Maja'a fi Tatayyu, the chapter will teach me about what Islam says with regards to seeking the good and bad omen. We were able to learn from that chapter say we for rely on every single thing that happen in our life upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We not for rely upon words that we read or actions that will happen, whether things that will be baseless. So immediately after that one day, we scholar Ibn come for a new chapter where he said Babu Maja'a Fit Tanjim. He said the chapter where he want for let we learn together within Islam say with regards to this topic where they call at-tanjim. At-tanjim, within it mean? The word at-tanjim na a master, that is na a noun, we come from the verb najjama yunajjimu tanjima. Then it originally come from the three-letter word najm. Najm simply means the star. So this noun at-tanjim mean the knowledge of the stars for study the movement of the stars, for determine what in they happen that is ground. Study the movement of the stars when they up the sky, for determine what in they happen that is ground. So what in Islam say about this particular thing when at tanjim, where the Englishman call it astrology? What Islam say about them? That is, what is the ruling about them? What are the different types? Now all type, now in the lead to what's problem? Is there any type of study of the stars we allow? So all of that, now we scholar one for let we learn together inside this in chapter we bring come for you in the Babu Maja'a fi Tanjim. The relationship between this chapter and the book of Tawheed is very clear. Is that for somebody believes say something they or something they whether up the sky or on the ground, where a movement they determine the actions where they happen in the world, definitely that can never believe they go against the Tawheed. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in being the creator of everything in this world, in no more they determine within they happen in this world. Kulla yawmin huwa fi sha'n. Every single day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in action. It is in action. If you rain they come, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then fix them. If you will get the weather of the rainy season or the winter season or the summer season, all of that they will be determined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If anybody believe for say any star or any moon or the sun or the fire or whatever among the things them where Allah create in this world, then get any effect on the activities them of this world or for determine what they happen in this world, that person they don't contradict the concept of Tawheed, we know the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Before we go into the chapter proper for look into the ahadith them, or maybe the athar them who we scholar bring come for me under this chapter, let me look at this at-tanjim first of all. At-tanjim, as we don't say earlier, not a noun, we simply mean the study of the movement of the stars then. or the effect of the stars. That study they call at-tanjim. This study also, for let me understand the ruling of the scholars then divide them mainly into two parts. The first one they call them ilmu ta'thir. The second one they call them ilmu tasyir. Ilmu ta'thir, the word at-ta'thir mean effect, for lead towards changes. Now the study of the stars, and for belief for say then stars they are the movement of the stars then, or the movement of this particular star, it gets either positive or negative effects for what they happen in the world, or what they happen to the people them within the world. This is then called ilmu ta'thir. The second one, the ilmu tasyir. The tasyir means to say, for look into the movement of the stars in relation to what they happen in the world. Not for belief say the stars and the effect, the things that will happen, but for belief for say certain movement of certain stars. Generally, na Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it don't fix them as a tradition, say when this particular star move from this part to this part, rain will come. Or when this tire, when unasiam, it mean to say na the direction of the Qibla this, or na the direction of so country this. Then they call them tasir. Tasir simply means movement. Now let's take the first one. One of the ilmu ta'thir. This ilmu ta'thir, when for belief, now the study of the movement of the stars, and for belief for say the movement of the stars then, that then directly the effect, the things that will happen in the world, that one day the scholar then divide them into three parts. Now listen carefully. And divide them into three parts. The first one, now for people then believe for say, then stars they are, then get a direct effect on what they happen in the world. That whatever changes happen in the world, either changes in weather condition or changes in mortal man life, then stars they are, now they actually cause the changes directly. Now then they affect the changes directly. This type of belief, now for directly belief for say the stars, they take the position of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Waliyadu billah. For directly belief for say the stars then themselves then get the ability for create things, for effect changes the way they happen. This type of belief, now the belief of the one who they refer to as the Sabi'ah, the Sabi'in. The Sabi'ah, now a particular religion we've been there during the days of Ibrahim alayhi salam. When to them one day they may send Ibrahim alayhi salam to. People them we've been they worship the stars and worship putting them up in the sky. And that make Quran tell me about Ibrahim alayhi salam. When they grow up, you see people in the get this kind of a faith, people in the worship the stars. Why? Looking into the stars and power where they get up the sky. So himself, he said that look at the stars they are so bad. Quran tell you, say, فَنَذَرَ نَذْرَةٌ فِي النُّجُومِ, that he come, he look at the sky there. وَقَالَ إِنِّي سَقِيمٌ. But when you look at the stars there, you're not able to forget anything convincing to them for say the stars there, then get any effects on what thing they happen in the world, or then get the ability for create, way for make them deserve for be worshipped beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Adamic in Surah Al-An'am, Almighty Allah, He categorized for we the level same way Ibrahim alayhi salam moved from the stars to the moon and to the sun. Allah says, وَكَذَلِكَ نُرِي إِبْرَاهِيمَ مَلَكُوتَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَلِيَكُونَ مِنَ الْمُوقِنِينَ. He said, so we show Ibrahim alayhi salam the powers them of what in the up in the sky, let it will be amongst the one them where they gain certainty. Then Allah say, فَلَمَّا جَنَّ عَلَيْهِ اللَّيْلُ رَأَى كَوْكَبًا. When night comes, now he see the stars. قَالَ هَذَا رَبِّي. He said, this is my Lord. فَلَمَّا أَفَلَ. But when the stars then disappear, what he say? قَالَ لَا أُحِبُّ الْآفِلِينَ. He said, me, I'm not like the one the way, then they appear, and they disappear. So this convinced Ibrahim alayhi salam for saying, not possible, let the star be a god. Because if they appear, then it disappear. If it appear, what do they make it appear? If they disappear, what do they make it disappear? So this action where they happen upon the star itself, don't disqualify them for that it not be God. Then they move forward. فَلَمَّا رَأَى الْقَمَرَ بَازِغًا قَالَ هَذَا رَبِّي. Later on you see the moon itself will come out and shine one. They say, hey, well, now this is my Lord. فَلَمَّا أَفَلَ. When the moon itself again it disappear, what did he say? When the moon disappear, he said, قَالَ إِنِّي بَرِيءٌ مِمَّا تُشْرِكُونَ. He said, no, this is not possible. Let it be my Lord. Me, I don't free myself from them things they are so good when they worship. Later on, you see the sun. فَلَمَّا رَأَى الشَّمْسَ بَازِغَةً قَالَ هَذَا رَبِّي هَذَا أَكْبَرُ. And they say, well, this is my Lord, this is the biggest of all. Later on, the sun itself disappeared. فَلَمَّا أَفَلَتْ. Itself disappeared. And they say, no. Me, I don't mix panenti when they do so, when they worship so. Inni wajjahtu wajhiya alladhi fatara as-samawati wal ard. Me, I don't turn myself to the one way that originate the sky and the ground. If then stars there, the stars, then the moon and the sun all in the sky, then get the tendency for appear and disappear, they would have created the sky. What's identity they are so day? Would I make the particular thing there? Would they disappear them? Would they appear them? Now the term Ibrahim alayhi salam get the direction for saying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator of all of this, and in the only deserving one to be worshipped. So that kind of belief they during those days where Ibrahim alayhi salam been go to the one day. What did they mean to do? They mean believe for say each and every star get effect on the ground. So since the stars then they up in the sky, then decide for create idols them, where the idols are, each idol they represent a particular star. That's what they do. So they end up for the worship the idols done at the ground, believing that each and every idol represents the stars there up in the sky. So this type of belief, this type of faith, will be there to the people what they refer to as the Sabi'ah, the Sabi'in, definitely the big shirk and kufr. That one they doubt no panam. All the scholars that meet up say that one day a kufr. The second type of the ilm ta'thir, now for believe now the study of the movement of the stars and believe and use that one day, use this study here for let it serve as evidence of what will happen in the future. How do they do it? For believe for say if this star here, so it move from this place to this particular place, accident will happen. So or for belief for say this mortal man, because he born inside this particular month he get a star, so this person here a good luck person. Or for belief for say this person here in star and so star, So therefore, a bad luck person. So then they study the movement of the stars for determining what thing they happen in the future. This one a clear Moriman business, a clear looking ground business, using the stars them for check the mortal man in future, for check what thing for happen to them tomorrow, whether a good or whether a bad. This one itself again an open shirk billah azza wa jal, and it lead to kufr, because Almighty Allah say, قُلْ لَا يَعْلَمُ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ الْغَيْبَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. Almighty Allah been tell the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam the Quran, for let it declare, say nobody know the we sabi what in the sky and what in the ground, we hide except Allah. So anybody will claim say he sabi what he hide, it don't contradict this verse of the Quran. And when you contradict a verse of the Quran, then you don't commit an act of kufr. You don't commit an act of kufr. So this why na in the lead to even the one day way they read people and stars them or study people them with the month them where them born, for tell person say you were born so month, now so thing go happen to you this particular year. What in the correct, and then you separate them. All of this is totally wrong, and it lead to worship shirk billahi azza wa jal. The third one, now for let the people and believe for say the movement of the stars na sabab for let certain goodness happen or let certain problem happen. But in this case, then they only connect them to the star after the thing that happen. After the event that happened done, then connect them to the star. When the rain come, and soon this tire and the sabab for this rain come on. When the weather a bad or earthquake happen or whatever happen, they relate them to a particular star after it don't happen. This was so what they don't do, they don't consider sabab or not to sabab. Now we don't learn the principle we say anybody will take a sabab, we not to Sharia again the sabab, not to a sabab where they experiment and confirm say it lead towards that particular thing they, that one they instead they lead to shirk, but that type of shirk when they lead to a shirk asghar, a small shirk, they lead to big shirk. And they only lead to big shirk if the person believe for say that movement of the study, they actually do the work, not to a sabab, they actually do it. Yeah, so it become very big shirk. But in this particular case, it will be a small shirk. So that now the first type of study of the stars, what they refer to as ilmu ta'thir, for study the effect of the stars, or for belief for say the movement of the stars, now indirectly they affect the actions the way they happen in the world. The second one now, ilmu tasir. Ilmu tasir. We don't say tasir. Now for look into the movement of the stars itself. This one back, this beyond scholar now is divided into two parts. The first one, for let somebody watch the movement of the stars for determine things that were connected to the deen, things that were directly connected to the deen. For example, for like you able to understand say this particular star usa idisu na the direction of the Qibla, na the direction of the Qibla, or that maybe so star will move so side. It means the last third part of the night, and so hour it will appear. The last third part of the night, and so time it will come. So I will understand based on the movement of the stars that at this hour of the night I forgot for pray. That night's prayer, where they refer to the hadith for say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the candle at the last third part of the night. And they ask, well, that the one way they prayed to me, they asked me forgiveness, where I go forgive them. That one day ain't allowed because it connected directly to the deen. So that type of study, they get problem, and people they make use of them in the past for let they able to understand the direction of the Qibla Usai Ide based upon the study of the stars. They don't see this particular star when it then this Usai Ide so na the Qibla Day. The second one, now for study the movement of the stars, them for understand the directions them. For people who would travel, this one in connected to the worldly affairs. The first one in connected to the deen. This second one in connected to the worldly affairs. You travel, then you not possible understand say this particular star, also a day, and the direction of this particular place. So it is easy for me for them to move, go another particular direction there. For know my destination usai adi go. This type of study of the stars itself is allowed, and we get focal more about this particular type of study of the stars, where they determine the directions of usai where they travel towards, and tell me say when this star appear on this particular side, it means that this particular side so and they will move towards.
My brothers and sisters, it's your brother Umar Isa here. Watch hundreds of high quality produced Islamic reminders from Halal Promo Network, drama learning videos,
Quran learning videos,
updates of Islamic events in Sierra Leone, stories of the prophets, may peace be upon them all, and much more. 2 new video uploads weekly, inshallah. Halal Promo Network is 100% run and owned by Muslims in Sierra Leone.
Which means a small amount you pay for your subscription is a sadaqah jariyah, continuous charity for you, as we use the funds raised to continue producing more beneficial videos and reminders, inshallah. Watch or listen to lectures and lessons while you work, rest, or drive.
Help Halal Promo Network to build the first Islamic TV station in Sierra Leone, inshallah.
May Allah reward you for supporting our work.
Assalamu alaikum.
Allah